Hey guys, Tyler here. This is probably the first political video that I've done in a really long time. Now, the main reason why I haven't done as many political videos as I've done in the past is mostly because I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing the whole entire song and dance over and over and over again. At this kind of point, it's kind of predictable about how people will react to stuff and how people will do stuff. And any sort of hope of humanity that I have right now is really, really low. So when I make these political videos, oftentimes I just feel like I'm just being repetitive and just going off to say the obvious stuff. But apparently, I guess more people need to have common sense in the world, and so I'll try to make as many videos as I possibly can, because obviously the world without me would be a really dark world. So without further delay, let's just go into this topic and just talk about, of course, Donald Trump, because everybody and their mom talked about Donald Trump, so why not me? So, Donald Trump, he made some comments about, of course, going back to your country. Now, before I talk about my personal thoughts and my personal feelings about this whole entire matter, I want to first state that obviously I did not agree with the settlement that you need to go back to your country just because you have different views from a different person. That is just silly. Like this whole entire idea of you need to go back to your country because you disagree with me is kind of nonsense to me. It really is nonsense because ultimately the thing that makes America so awesome and so unique and so special is the fact that we don't always have to agree with each other. Like our ideas are different, our thought patterns are different. It makes America great. It's fantastic that not everybody thinks the exact same way as other people do. Because ultimately, diversity of thought ultimately helps people understand different perspectives, give them unique positions. And so I don't think just because you have a different point of view than another person does not mean you need to be sent back from where you came from, because ultimately, we probably heard this a million times already, America is home of immigrants, blah, 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 but it's true. Like, basically, almost everybody that lives in this country are either immigrants or descendants of immigrants. And so, basically, I guess if you were to say to somebody to go back to your country, they cannot really go back, can they? Because ultimately they're the descendant of immigrants, and so they're not really, cannot do anything about it. So basically, I disagree with this idea of being sent back to your country just because you disagree. However, I guess on social media, like on Twitter, and more recently in public, there has been this humongous debate on whether or not saying get back to your country from Donald Trump was racist. And I guess since I'm a minority, and my opinion matters more as a minority than a white person, here's my thoughts about this whole entire matter. I think the phrase get out of your country is not necessarily like a race issue. Because ultimately, like in the speech that Donald Trump did, and again, this is not me defending the speech, but basically he was talking about like some sort of Muslim woman and how apparently he claims at least that she does not, like America has anti-American sentiments, that apparently that she also does not like, Israel and these other kind of claims. It seemed as though that when he was saying to get back to your country, he was trying to say that the main reason why want you to go back to your country is because obviously you do not fit around like in the culture. You have obviously different points of views. So that's why you need to go back to your country, damn it, because I don't like you. But I don't think it's racist, but like many people thought it was racist. Now the main reason why I personally do not think it's racist is a number of factors. For starters, like basically the main reason why it's not racist is because Donald Trump has never mentioned like race at all in the tweets or any of the stuff that he said on stage. I think if you were to have like someone to say like you need to go back to your country because you're X race, then yes, that's an argument for racism. However, for the case for just saying to get back to your country because I don't disagree with X, Y, and Z, I don't think it's based upon race, it's based upon politics, and politics are obviously different than telling a person to go back to their country based upon race. Idealistically, I do not want anybody to say this at all. Like, basically, I don't think any kind of divisiveness is okay, because I think ultimately we as humans need to, unite together and not actually divide each other based upon these kind of stupid stuff. But at the same time, let's look at the context. He did not mention race. He only mentioned like the politics of that Muslim woman. And so honestly, I cannot say that it's actually racist, at least in my opinion. Maybe it's racist to you. Maybe it's racist to somebody else. I don't know. But this is my perspective. I don't think it's racist because obviously he did not refer to race. And obviously my opinion matters the most because I'm a minority. So what the hell do I know? What the hell do I freaking know? And obviously minorities cannot be racist too because we have experience oppression, and so obviously a minority cannot be racist. But yeah, that's my personal thoughts. Like it's not racist, it's just stupid. Like it's kind of stupid that you mentioned that basically like I think that Muslim woman and also like that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez woman. It's kind of stupid that you mentioned that they were immigrants. At the same time, he did not mention race. So, this is why I don't make political videos that much, guys. It's just stupid. Like, the whole thing is stupid. It's kind of why I make Godzilla videos as of late. Because it is nonsense. Because, I mean, yes, it gives you more views to talk about this kind of stuff. But at the same time, is it really worth it anymore? Is it really worth it to talk about this all the time? But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section down below. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.